sa himpapawid mula sa Quezon City.
Welcome to the Little Lamb Show. Come on, Nancy kids. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Calling all children, it's time to gather round. God's little children, it's time to gather round now. Little lambs faithful to God's commands. Blessed ones, the children in the church of Christ. It's time for our show, it's time to sing and play, and for our faith to grow, by loving only our God's way. Little members of the Church of Christ, let's all gather round today.
Bom dia, boa tarde e boa noite. Saudações a todos os nossos telespectadores e ouvintes, pais e filhos em todo o mundo. É sábado de novo e bem-vindo ao nosso programa infantil de rádio, visual favorito, INCRadio Little Lambs. Este é o show para crianças onde aprendemos a vida dos personagens bíblicos, diferentes idiomas, fatos interessantes sobre comida, plantas, animais de estimação e lugares. Mais importante, aprendemos valores cristãos e construção de personagem. Como somos rádio-visual, nossos ouvintes podem realmente nos assistir. YouTube basta digitar e pesquisar INC Rádio e clique em ao vivo agora. In English, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Greetings to all our viewers and listeners, parents and kids all over the world. It's Saturday again, and welcome to our favorite visual radio kids show, INCRadio Little Lambs, the show for kids where we learn the life of Bible characters, different languages, interesting facts about food, plants, pets, and places. Most importantly, we are taught Christian values and character building. Since we are visual radio, our listeners can actually watch us in YouTube. Just type and search INCRadio and click live now. Thank you, Paul.
Merci, Sœur Ainsi, et bonjour à tous. Je suis Sœur Alec de Montréal, Québec, Canada, et je suis votre chat co-host pour aujourd'hui. Thank you, Sister Ainsi, and hello to all. I'm Sister Alec from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and I'll be your chat co-host for today. But before we move on to our exciting segments, let's first introduce our teachers for today's show. From High Point, North Carolina, we have teacher Andrew Wynn, and from Miami, Florida, we have teacher Jean Jimeno. Hello, teachers.
Hello, Sister Ancy, Sister Alec, and Sister Jean. We're ecstatic to be here, and we're so looking forward to the masarap, or yummy, mystery fruit, and all the other segments of our show. Hello, Sister Jean.
Hi, Brother Andrew, and all the kids, Kuya Tek, and all parents, brethren, viewers, and listeners all over the world. How are you po? Happy Saturday, everyone. It's 10:03 in the morning here in Miami, Florida. I'll be one of your teachers today. Please stay with us po for the next 1 hour of our program and have fun with the kids. Learn a Bible story with us. Go ahead, Sister Alec.
Thank you so much for teachers. Now let's move on to our next segment, which is our weather segment, where we learn all about the weather around the world. So let's start here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. The weather right now is currently 17, the highs being 17 degrees Celsius, and it is currently 11 degrees Celsius. Now let's move on there in the US. We have Sister Jillian there in High Point, North Carolina.
Hello, po. Here in North Carolina, it is currently 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius, and mostly sunny, po. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Jillian. Now let's move on there in Brazil. We have Sister Ainsi to give our weather report.
Olá, todo mundo! Aqui na Ilha do Governador, Rio de Janeiro, Brasil, 11 sábado de manhã. Hoje está ensolarado e quente, com temperatura de 29 graus Celsius ou 84,2 graus Fahrenheit. Obrigada. In English, hello everyone. Here in Ilha do Governador, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, 11 Saturday morning. Today sunny and hot with a temperature of 29 degrees Celsius or 84.2 degrees Fahrenheit. But thank you, Bob.
Thank you both so much. Thank you so much, Sister Ansi. Now let's move on. There in Sweden, we have Sister Tenten and Sister Victoria.
Hej allihopa och vädret här i Stockholm, Sverige är det 18 grader Celsius och det är moln. In English, but hello everybody, and the weather here in Stockholm, Sweden, it's 18 degrees Celsius, but and it's cloudy, but thank you, but.
Thank you so much for Sister Tenten. Now let's move on. There in Australia, we have Sister Alicia there in Perth, Australia.
Hello, Paul. Here in Perth, it is 15 degrees and it is partly cloudy, but.
Thank you so much, Ba. Now let's move on to the continent of Asia. We have Sister Christina and Brother David there in Vietnam.
Hello po, the weather here in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam is 27 degrees Celsius and it is cloudy po. Thank you po.
Thank you so much, Ba. And now last but not least, we have Sister Kate there in Malaysia for our weather report.
Terima kasih Kakak Alec. Salam semua, nama saya Kate dari Malacca, Malaysia. Kecuali di sini adalah 30 derajat Celsius dan sebagiannya mendung. Thank you, Sister Alec. Hello everyone, my name is Sister Kate from Malacca, Malaysia, and the weather here is 30 degrees Celsius and partly cloudy. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Sister Kate. And Sister Kate, are you ready to give our viewers and listeners what our mystery fruit is this week?
I am, so let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to our 5th week of solving our mystery fruit. But before that, did you like last week's fruit? Did you get to have a chance to see fig yourself this past week? Did you try tasting it? Well, you should, because they are so good for your body. For us to like them, we need to know them, how they look like, and what are their super nutrients. So, are you ready to guess our fruit of the week? Here are the clues. It can be round or pear-shaped with skin that's usually green when it's not ready to eat, but it turns yellow when it's ripe. Inside, the yummy part can be white, yellow, or even pretty pink, depending on the type of fruit. The seeds. There are a lot of small, hard seeds in the center that you can eat for a crunchy texture. What it tastes like. A sweet tropical taste that can remind you of a yummy strawberry or a juicy pear. Sometimes it has a tangy or slightly sour flavor too. How to enjoy it? The fruit will be a little soft when you gently squeeze it. You can eat it fresh, or the plum can be used to make jams, jellies, and drinks. And fun facts. They are like vitamin C powerhouses, with more vitamin C than an orange. They're also full of fiber and antioxidants, which are good for your tummy and your heart. Their trees grow in warm, sunny places, and they can be even found growing in wild some places. Can you guess what fruit are we presenting today? Thank you po.
Yes, exactly, Sister Kate. Can you guess what fruit we're presenting today, dear viewers and listeners? Now let's move on to our word of the show with Sister Tenten and Sister Victoria.
Hello everybody. It's time for your favorite segment. Are you ready to unscramble the letters? Let's go and find out our word of the show. FITRUDOTE, which means having the inner strength and courage to face hard things or when things are painful or difficult without giving up.
Thank you, Sister Tenten and Sister Victoria. And that's another thing you'll be guessing, dear viewers and listeners. Our word of the show, and our mystery fruit. And speaking of the live chat, let's just shout out some of our viewers and listeners right now. Ka Francis Mascaria, hello little lambs. We also have Ka Janet Barr, good morning po, hello little lambs, watching from North Carolina. And we have Ka Ruby Artrero, good morning little lambs, watching from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, District of South America. And we also have Ka Donna Ilaya, good evening, good day to all, happy viewing from Midland District of Western Australia. And we also have Ka Mario Oka and Ka Alex Ariola. Greetings, po, beloved brethren, from the District of Orange County, California. Thank you so much, po, and we encourage so much participation, po, from the live chat. And teachers, back to you, po.
Well, also, we're going to have a Bible story, and we're going to have a quiz later, and we want you to participate in the chat from our quiz, Sister Jean.
That's right, Brother Andrew. Okay. We have now our Bible story and hope everybody will listen carefully and let us learn from this Bible story. It's a short story, but it's full of lessons, right, Brother Andrew?
Definitely. Joseph meets his brothers. I'll be narrating. Brother Joseph will be portrayed by Brother Xander, and the brothers will be portrayed by Brother David. From last week, we learned that 10 of Joseph's brothers went down to buy grain from Egypt. But Jacob did not send Benjamin, Joseph's brother, with the others because he was afraid that harm might come to him. So Israel's sons were among those who went to buy grain, for there was also famine in the land of Canaan. Now Joseph was the governor of the land, the person who sold grain to all its people. So when Joseph's brothers arrived, they bowed down to him with their faces to the ground. As soon as Joseph saw his brothers, he recognized them, but he pretended to be a stranger and spoke harshly to them.
Where do you come from?
From the land of Canaan, and we are here to buy food.
Although Joseph recognized his brothers, they did not recognize him. Then he remembered his dreams about them and said to them,
You are spies. You have come to see where our land is unprotected.
No, my lord, your servants have come to buy food. We are all sons of one man. Your servants are honest men, not spies.
No, you have come to see where our land is unprotected.
Your servants were 12 brothers, the sons of one man, who lives in the land of Canaan. The youngest is now with our father, and one is no more.
It is just as I told you. You are spies, and this is how you will be tested. As surely as Pharaoh lives, you will not leave this place unless your youngest brother comes here. Send one among you to get your brother. The rest of you will be kept in prison, so that your words may be tested to see if you are telling the truth. If you are not, then as surely as Pharaoh lives, you are spies.
And he put all of them in custody for 3 days. On the third day, Joseph said to them,
Do this and you will live, for I fear God. If you are honest, that men, let one of your brothers stay here in prison, while the rest of you go and take grain back for your starving households. But you must bring your youngest brother to me, so that your words may be verified and that you may not die.
This they proceeded to do. They said to one another, Brother David,
Surely we are being punished because of our brother. We saw how distressed he was when he pleaded with us for his life. but we would not listen. That's why this distress has come on us.
Then Reuben said to them, "Did I not tell you not to sin against the boy? But you wouldn't listen. Now we must give an accounting for his blood." They did not realize that Joseph could understand them, since he was using an interpreter. He turned away from them and began to weep, but then came back and spoke to them again. He had Simeon taken away from them and bound before their eyes. This powerful story shows that our Almighty God's purpose does indeed prevail. God can use difficult times, family dysfunction, and mistakes to bring about healing and unity, fulfilling his greater purpose. The power of forgiveness. Forgiveness brings peace. Joseph's example shows how offering forgiveness, even for terrible offenses, brings peace to the family. We can learn integrity and mercy, faithfulness and integrity. Joseph demonstrated unwavering loyalty and integrity, making the right decisions despite facing immense hardship and challenges, showing mercy. Joseph shows grace and mercy to his brothers by providing for them rather than punishing them as they deserved for their sins. I love this Bible story. How about you, Sister Jean?
Yes, Brother Andrew, this is such a wonderful Bible story here. Although it did not complete, like at the end of the story is like the youngest brother, who was Benjamin, was also reunited with Joseph. Remember? So only the story here has like ended with Simeon was taken away from them and was bound before their eyes. The rest of the brothers were sent back to Egypt. So if you continue to read on this story, brethren, it is a very wonderful story about the experience of Joseph. Remember what happened to him? Together with all his brothers, the brothers. Can you give us like a brief overview or a review? Who remembered the story? What happened to him? Anybody? Nobody remembered?
Does anybody remember who he was sold to before? And where he ended up, and when he ended up in that place, what he ended up doing that was so amazing, and so on and so forth.
Brother Sander raising his hand.
He was sold to the merchants.
That's right. So remember, before that, the brothers plotted against Joseph because they got jealous of him, right? Yeah. He was bragging something about his dreams. So the brothers were like, "Who is this? You are very arrogant." So they plotted against him, and then the other brother said, "Don't kill him. Just let us just sell him to the merchants." So he was thrown into the well. The merchants came. So he was sold. And where did he go?
What country?
Where? What country? Yes, Brother Sander.
Egypt.
Very good. That's right. He was there in Egypt. And what happened to him in Egypt? So these are considered like a lot of misfortunes, right? To think of, it's like a misfortune in the life of Joseph at the beginning. What happened to him? So he was sent to Egypt. He got prisoned, and what happened when he was in prison?
What special ability is revealed in Joseph, and who called on him to use this special ability?
I didn't remember. Yes, Sister Alec.
Joseph's dreams po.
What is it? Sorry?
His dreams po.
Perfect. That's correct. Yeah. That's why it's called Joseph the Dreamer. Right? So the story is called the Joseph the Dreamer. So if you will remember the name in the Bible, who was Joseph? It's always like Joseph was the dreamer. And what was the significance of his dreams? What happened? He was able to interpret the dream, right? But who helped him interpret the dream? Did Did he really have that skill that he can interpret the dream, or it was a gift given to him by whom? Who gives us gifts? Yes, brother Sander.
Our Almighty God, po.
Perfect. That is correct. Awesome, brother Sander. Yes, our Almighty God gave him the gift to interpret dreams. And because of that, why did God bless Joseph? Was he disobedient because of his misfortunes? Did he continue to obey God, or was he disobedient? Was he a disobedient child of God, or was he an obedient child of God? Yes, brother Sander.
Obedient, po.
Good job, brother Sander. He was obedient to the commandments of God despite of what you considered as his misfortunes, right? He was already in prison. Like, what happened? My own brother did this to me. But despite of those, he remained faithful to our Almighty God. So God blessed him. What happened? So he was able to interpret the dreams. And what happened to him? Who had a dream that nobody from Egypt can interpret except Joseph? Who was in Egypt?
Remember the dream of 7 of something followed by 7 of something.
And he was only Joseph who can interpret. Yes, brother Sander. Yes, you can do it. Who was able to interpret the dream of whom?
King
Yes.
of Egypt, po.
Sorry, what was that again?
He said the king of Egypt,
The
referring
king
to
of
the
Egypt.
Pharaoh.
Okay, the king of Egypt. What was his name? Yes, Sister Jillian?
Pharaoh, po.
The Pharaoh. Okay, yes. And then, because he was able to interpret the Pharaoh's dream, what did the Pharaoh did to him? Was he promoted? Like, yeah, he was in prison. Then what happened to him next? Starts with letter G. Yes, Sister Alec.
He became a governor, po.
Yes, he became a governor, someone that the king trusted. Like, okay, you will manage all that I have here in Egypt. He became a very trusted person of the Pharaoh. So you see, from like considered as a misfortune, he was promoted and he got that gift, and because God was with him. So God was with him because, again, what was the characteristic of Joseph? Was he disobedient or obedient to God's commandments? Mr. Alec?
He was obedient, po.
Yes, he continued to obey the commandments of God. He was faithful despite of everything, and God did not forsake him. Now, in this story now that we have, he became the governor of Egypt. Remember, what was that dream? What about the 7 years of what? Then after that is 7 years of what? Yeah. Who remember that story? Yes, Sister Alec.
7 years of abundance, po, and then 7 years of famine.
Mm-hmm. Which comes first, right? The abundance first, right? So during the time of abundance, what did Joseph do as a governor? What did he do? What would you do in times of abundance? You're gonna search with letter S. 4-letter word. Yes, sister. Brother Sander.
Save, po.
Very good, brother Sander. So during the time of abundance, there's a lot of, or we call it prosperity. There's a lot of produce, right? So Joseph gathered, save all those goods. Then during the time of famine, what happened now? Egypt has a lot of goods. They have a lot of grains, but in the other parts of the country, or in the other parts of other countries, like where Joseph's brothers were, there was no food. They were starving. So what did they decide to do? Oh, let's go to Egypt. Okay. Who was the father of Joseph again? What's his name? Who was the father of Joseph? Yes, Brother Sunder.
Jacob.
Yes. Yes, good job. What was another name of Jacob in the Bible? He was named Jacob, but yes, Brother Sunder?
Israel.
Good job. He was called Israel, given by God. And how many sons did Jacob had or Israel had? How many sons?
12 sons, Pop.
Good job, Brother Sander. Brother Sander remembered our story very well, right? So here in Little Lambs, we have to remember the story. This is a connection every week, okay? It is a wonderful story, but we have to learn what was the lesson given to us, right? So Jacob, given by God the name Israel, he has 12 sons. One of his sons is Joseph. The 11 were in Canaan. Joseph was the only son because of his obedience to God. He was in Egypt where there was food. There's food in Egypt. And he was the one who was the governor. So now the father said, go to Egypt. There's food. Get some grains there. But in our story, Joseph saw his brothers. Oh, these were the kind of people. They were my brothers, God. What did the brothers do to me? They sold me. Seems like they did not love me. They don't love me. They sold me. Sold me to the merchant. So the brothers, did they recognize Joseph? Yes or no? Yes, Brother Sander.
No, Pop.
The brothers did not recognize that this was Joseph, this is the brother that they sold to the merchant. They thought he died. So what did they say to Joseph when he asked, how many brothers, where are your brothers? They said, oh, one was what? One died. They did not recognize Joseph that he was still alive, right? So Joseph tried to keep his emotions. He saw his brothers. So he wanted to see his the youngest brother. What was the name? What's his name? Starts with letter B. Yes, Brother Sander?
Benjamin, Pop.
Very good. Awesome. I'm so proud of Brother Sander. I'm so proud of you learning all these Bible stories. You remember this very well. Okay. So in our story now, let's move on. Yes, brother Andrew said, what can we learn? God's purpose prevail. So what does that mean? God used difficult times like family dysfunction in this story. Yes, there was a family dysfunction. Joseph was separated from them. And mistakes to bring about healing and unity. So this story is about healing and unity because he will be reunited with his brothers and at the end with his father to bring about what? Fulfilling a greater purpose. So the power of forgiveness. Who forgave who? Who did wrong to who? Was it Joseph or his brothers?
His brothers, Pop.
Yes, his brothers. Thank you, Brother Sander. His brothers did wrong to him. What was the wrong that was done? Because of their jealousy, they sold Joseph. But what did Joseph do to them? Did he, like, what you call that, Brother Andrew? When you go so hard.
He did not take revenge against them.
No.
Instead, he actually watched out for them and made sure they were able to purchase food.
There you go. So he did not revenge, did that. So sometimes when people get hurt, what they say, next time when I get a chance, I will revenge. But he did not do that, right? He did not do that. What did he have? He forgave his brother. So it says forgiveness brings what? When you forgive someone, what would you gain? Starts with letter P, Brother Sander.
Peace, Pop.
Very good. Forgiveness brings peace. So that is very important. Even if we get hurt, somebody may done wrong to us, it may be painful, but we have to learn to forgive because when we forgive, it brings us peace. So Joseph's example shows how offering forgiveness, even for terrible offenses, brings peace to the family. So at the end, the family reunited. What can we learn? Integrity. What is integrity? What is integrity? Give me another word for integrity. Starts with letter what? H. What's the next letter? O. Who can guess the word? Yes, Brother Sander.
Hope.
Almost there. The next letter is N. Integrity.
Honesty.
Very good, Brother Sander. Honesty, or being honest. So if you're honest, you have integrity. If other people might be doing something wrong, but you keep your faith in God, you believe that God is watching, you remain to be honest. So this honesty, so Joseph demonstrated unwavering loyalty. What does that mean, loyalty? Yeah, unwavering loyalty. Yes, Brother Sander.
Is it being obedient?
Yes, very good, Brother Sander. Loyal to God. Even if others disobeyed already, even if others would say, oh, it's okay, you can do this, everybody's doing this, even if it's against the teachings of God. You should not do it because you know that God's commandments should be obeyed. So you have to be loyal. We have to be loyal to God. So it's not because, oh, it's already acceptable in society. Everybody's doing it. But you know that is against the teachings of God. So loyalty means we have to obey God, even if you're the only one standing to obey it. So that is unwavering loyalty and integrity, making the right decisions despite facing immense hardship and challenges. Life is not easy. We may be facing a lot of hardships. There's a lot of challenges as kids, right? So what are some of your challenges, kids? In school, yes, we have peer pressure, right? Peer pressure. They would tell you, oh, some kids are bullying. They have some words, some have some influences, bad influences. These are challenges that you will face, but you have to stand your ground. Always remember the commandments of God and be loyal and be faithful to God. Even if your parents are not around, you'll be by yourselves. You'll be facing challenges in life, problems, immense hardship, whatever situation. Always remember, like Joseph, he remained faithful and obedient to God. Okay? So that is our lesson that we can learn from this story. Let us have now our Bible quiz. Sister Christine and Brother David will give us as our quiz masters.
For question number 1 po, how many of Joseph's brother came to Egypt?
A 5, B 7, C 9, or D 10?
Yes, Sister Kate.
D 10 po.
Okay, that's correct. And next.
Why did they come to Egypt?
A to work, B to fight war, C to buy grain, or C to spy the land?
Yes, Sister Victoria.
Letter C. To buy grain.
Very good, Sister Victoria. Yes, next.
What was Joseph's job at that time?
A. Chief baker, B. cupbearer, C. governor, or D. chief of palace guards?
Yes, Sister Andrea.
Letter C, governor po.
Awesome, that is correct. Next question, please.
What did Joseph's brother do when they saw him?
A. They bowed down to him, B. They shook his hand, C. They hugged him, or D. They got frightened of him?
Yes, Sister Tenten.
Letter A po. They bowed down to him po.
Perfect, that's correct, Sister Tenten. Next question, please.
What did Joseph do when he saw them?
A. He hugged them and welcomed them. B. He ignored them. C. He pretended to be a stranger and spoke harshly to them. Or D. He introduced himself.
Yes, Sister Jillian.
C. He pretended to be a stranger and spoke harshly to them.
Perfect. That's correct. Thank you, Sister Jillian. Next question, please.
Initially, how many did Joseph keep in custody?
A. 10, B. 9, C. 8, or D. 7.
Brother Sander.
B. 9 po.
Jeff, next. Thank
How
you,
many
Brother.
days? How many days did he keep the 9 sons of Jacob in custody?
A. 4, B. 5, C. 6, or D. 3.
Sister Alicia.
Letter D, 3 po.
Good job, Sister Alicia. Thank you. Next.
After the 3rd day, how many of Jacob's sons did Joseph decided to keep in custody?
A. 1, B. 2, C. 3, or D. 4.
Yes, Sister Andrea.
Letter A, 1 po.
Good job, Sister Andrea. Next.
Last question po. Who among the brothers was left in Joseph's custody?
A. Reuben, B. Levi, C. Dan, or D. Simeon.
Yes, Brother Sander.
D po.
What's the name?
Simeon po.
Good job, Brother Sander. That is correct. Okay, very good. So, Sister Alec, what about in our YouTube live chat? Did they answer? Or can we do some greetings?
But there hasn't been any answers for our Bible quiz po. However, during our discussion po, Ka Willen Regalado and Ka Ophelia Ibanez po answered and participated po. Ka Willen said he did not take vengeance against his brothers despite they threw him in a pit. And Ka Ophelia says 12 sons po. And for our greetings po, we have, let me just scroll up po. Ka Wensi Kulili, happy viewing po from District of Central America. And we also have Ka A Batulan. Hello, Zand Alpasha from Tita Tonet, Norway. And she also said, go Xander Alpasho from Tita Tonet. And from Ka Adalyn Gumban, maayong gabi mga igsuon. Gikan sa lokal ng Panakan, Distrito ng Davao. And we also have Ka Ophelia Ibanez. Hello and happy watching po. Greetings from Beaconsfield District of Quebec and Atlantic Canada. And we also have Ka Noen Ledesma says happy watching. Little Lambs family po. And we also have Ka Brenda Laxina watching from local of South Bogota. And we have Ka Charlene Di Capuno. Bom dia Irma Ate Ainsi, FR Amanda and Anoha. And we also have Rhythm Sound Cuesta that says the word of the show.
Don't.
And Ka Domingo Lorenzo, happy watching po, hashtag Ibiza. And Ka Ani Rambuyong, hello po brethren, greetings from local of Beaconsfield, District of Quebec and Atlantic Canada. And Ka Buena Puban said, happy viewing to all brethren, hashtag Stockholm, Sweden. Thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you po. Wow, Brother Antu. A lot of brethren watching us. International. Wow, from Canada, Brazil. Hello, Sister Charlene.
And enjoying our show.
Enjoying our show, that's right. And Kawilin Regalado, thank you po for watching. Thank you po. So, it's fun, no? Those who have not yet have seen these little lambs, please share them because we have to promote our kids here. This kind of kids that is a good influence for kids, right?
Positive peer group pressure, Paul.
That's right. Okay, so let us now have our word of the show. What's that again? Sister Tenten.
And Sister Victoria.
Yes, Sister Victoria.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. FITRUDOTE.
All right, so at the count of 3, guess the word of the show. 1, 2, 3.
Fortitude.
Fortitude. Okay. How do you spell fortitude? Okay, Brother Sander.
FORTITUDE. Fortitude.
Very good. And let's have Brother Andrew to tell us what is fortitude.
Key ideas about fortitude. It's like a muscle. You can develop fortitude by practicing and facing challenges, just like a muscle gets stronger with practice. So as we face trials, as we withstand the trials and pray to and trust in God, we get stronger and more resilient. We develop fortitude. It's more than just bravery. It includes patience and the ability to stick with something over time. Let's say a person's learning how to ride a bicycle and they fall down the first time. They get back up on the bicycle and they try again and again until they get the balance and they can master bicycle riding. You don't have to be perfect. Everyone feels fear, but fortitude is about doing the right thing or pushing through that fear. Maybe sometimes something happens to us. We feel all sorts of adrenaline. It's like we're nervous, we're on edge, but then we catch our breath. We pray to and we trust to God and we overcome it. We learn how to deal with our adrenaline when it's flowing so that we can develop fortitude. The opposite is weakness or fear. When someone gives up easily or runs away from a challenge, they might be showing a lack of fortitude. So how do we counter a lack of fortitude? We catch our breath, we pray, we trust in God, and we keep at it. We don't give up. We're persistent, we're consistent, we're resistant. How to practice fortitude? Keep trying. When you face a challenge, try your best to stick with it and not give up. Somebody's trying the piano for the first time. They can play with our left hand, they can play with their right hand, but they can't put their two hands together. Well, they keep practicing until they can play with both hands. And then they practice more advanced techniques in piano playing. Do your chores with a good attitude. Even doing everyday tasks with care and love helps build your strength. So you get in the habit of getting through something with determination, with faith, with prayer, and with trust in God. So when something comes up that's more of a challenge, you're already ready. You have the fortitude to overcome it. Be kind to yourself during tough times. It's okay to be patient, understanding with yourself. Like, oh, this day's a little bit tiring, but no problem. I'll pray to God for superhuman energy. Or this person is kind of bothersome. Well, I'm not going to be bothersome like them. I'm going to pray to God and be resilient and learn how to deal with that person. I may not be able to control them, but I can control myself. Now, I'd like to open it up to the little lambs. What situation have you overcome that you needed, that developed your fortitude, that you had to have patience and persistence to overcome, that you had to pray to our Almighty God? What was your tough situation? How did you get over that tough situation? How did you get through it?
Sister Alec.
Yes, but there was a time for in school, but where I would have trouble for with like all the material given to me for because it was just so much for in a little like amount of time for, and so I had to memorize all of that material for in such a little amount of time. So I prayed for and I like kept being patient with myself and kept on trying for and not giving up.
Who else has another situation they came, and how did you overcome that situation?
Thank you, Sister Alec, for that. That's awesome. As a student, sometimes you are really facing those challenges that you have to memorize a lot of materials. So don't give up, okay? And you did the right thing. Pray to God and ask for wisdom, and God will grant you that to you, and you were able to overcome. Yeah, that's the best thing to do, Sister Alec. Yes, Brother Sander.
When I was struggling on a fourth grade test, I prayed to God so He could help me pass it. And when I passed, I was able to go to fifth grade.
Good job, Brother Sander. Awesome. You see, that is fortitude, right? And of course, yes, your faith in God. Always remember to always pray, right? Who among you knows how to pray? Raise your hands, everybody. Oh, awesome. Everybody knows how to pray. All right, Brother Kuyatek, maybe, we can start putting us in a grid so our viewers and listeners can see who are these children that we're talking to, Brother Andrew. They're from different countries.
Oh, yes. And I'd also like to know, has anybody else had a situation that you had to overcome, and how did you do it?
That's right. Anybody who has, yeah, there you go. Thank you po, Kuya Tek. Yeah, so these are our little lambs. They're active and they always join us regularly, right? Very good. Anybody else who wants to share? Any experience in school that you keep on trying? Right? Try. Do you have any projects in school that you are supposed to complete and you have the deadline? Yes, Sister Andrea.
So I have a project I will be doing next week po, and it's like about making an island in social studies. And so I like have few ideas of how to do it, but it's just that I'll probably just pray to God to help me like with more ideas and how to like pass this project I have in social studies in school.
That's right, but Sister Andrea, that's awesome. Yeah, you're facing a situation that you have to complete a project. Sometimes it's overwhelming, right, Brother Andrew?
Yes, and Sister Andrea, if you have time tomorrow afternoon, just talk to me. I have a few ideas from back in the day, and you may be able to take those and make them more high-tech and creative, and maybe even get close to 100% for your grade.
Perfect. There you go. You got the mentor. Always, yeah. Oh, you can approach your officers in the church for help, and they have ideas to help you. All right, brethren? Yes. Anybody else who wants to share? Who has a problem in math? We have Brother Andrew also who can help you. Sister 10, you have a problem in math? Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes? Yeah. But can you memorize now the multiplication table? There you go. Who has a problem in math that you cannot memorize the multiplication table and you use your calculator? You have to mental computation.
Well, actually, you have to break down the math, Paul. You have to think of the multiplication as automated addition. And if you take little sticks and numbers and write them down in addition and then do the same thing with multiplication, then your mind begins to see the pattern. And after that, you just kind of realize what the answer is without having to do it. So you're kind of combining art and addition and multiplication, and it helps you understand them, Paul.
Yes, po. So we are in the situation now is very high, right? Everybody's having, all of you has gadgets. So when the teacher asks like, okay, multiply 6 times 7. Can you remember? What's the answer? Or you go to your gadget and
Well, you can also break down a problem because 6 times 7 is really twice of 3 times 7. 3 times 7 is 21, so the answer is 42. That's just one way to approach it. But there's many different ways to break down arithmetic problems. And what you can do is get a study group and you can say, well, how do you approach that problem? How do you approach it? And then quiz each other and try to use everybody's method in approaching how you get past that multiplication challenge. And once you do that, your mathematical dexterity will increase, and all of a sudden you'll be near the top of your class in mathematics.
Yeah, so don't rely. The multiplication table is a basic that you have to memorize. Memorize the 1 to 9, right? So who knows the 8 times 7 without looking at your calculator, asking for help? Yes, Sister Tenten. Mental computation. 8 times 7. What did I say? 8 times 7 or 8 times 9?
8 times 7.
8 times 7. Sister Julian.
56 po.
Good job. So it's a mental, you have to memorize it. Okay? That's very basic. I saw Sister, what do you call this? Ansi was like, when she heard you, Brother Andrew, it's like her eyes like, how did Brother Andrew remember that 6 times 7? You have to memorize that, kids, okay? All right, so you have to remember. So ask God for wisdom, the knowledge, okay? And don't rely on your gadgets. Don't rely, okay? You have to learn, like for example, how to survive without gadgets. Yeah, we know that your generation is more of technology now, but how are you going to survive without gadgets? What if your cell phone doesn't work? Yes, Sister Ansi.
One time po, every time we have a math class po and we have assignments, homework to do in class, since I have a calculator but I don't use it, all of my classmates know I have a calculator po, and they keep fighting for my calculator po since they don't know how to compute.
There you go. See? You should not rely on your gadgets, kids. Okay? Yes, Brother Sander.
I just use my fingers. Spot.
You use your fingers. Okay, just show us. Let me see.
If the 5 fingers down here are the tens, so this is 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Then 2 times 3 equals 6. So I have 56.
Wow, there you go, Brother Sander. So he has technique. Okay.
Method.
There you go. Yeah. We in the
Who here remembers the abacus? Like this, we're sliding across those wooden colored, and you're using the abacus. Has anybody ever used that? That's another way to learn arithmetic. Look it up. Look up the abacus.
Yeah. Yeah, Sister. Oh, yeah, Sister Kate is in Malaysia. She knows how to speak Chinese.
I've used the abacus before when I was in primary school, so I remember how to use it as well. But since I'm in high school, we don't use it anymore. We use like sometimes calculator and sometimes not calculator, since we have paper 1 and paper 2 and getting ready for a checkpoint. So yeah.
Yes. Okay. So don't rely so much on gadgets, kids. Okay. Always think of survival mode. What if there's no calculator? What if you have low bat? So because what happened to children nowadays, if you take the calculator or the cell phone from them, they get tantrums. That is already a sign that the child is like very dependent on the gadget. Yes, Sister Alec.
Yes, but and it's super helpful but when you have coins but and you're counting your coins but when you're paying for something but you don't have to take out your phone and count it but you just count the coins and do the math in your head but
Yes, very good. Okay, kids, you have to learn how to do it without gadgets to survive. Brother Sander, want to say something?
It feels like when a baby's playing with a toy but he can't get his toy because his mom takes it away and tells him to sleep.
Yes. Okay. Yes, brethren. Okay. Always remember that. Do not rely too much. Control yourself. No, control yourself. There should be time with your what you call the screen time. You have to control yourself and control yourself being always playing games. It's no good. Control yourself, kids. You have time to play, but don't do it all the time because you become addicted to it and your mind is not functioning as they should be. You become, especially there's AI now, there's ChatGPT. Don't rely on this. You have to use your brain. Okay, do it first. Think first before you ask AI, before you ask ChatGPT about your projects. Okay, all right, Brother Andrew. Let's go back over. I'm just remembering about what's going on with the kids now. Translation. Let's have translation in Filipino for fortitude.
Lakas ng loob.
Good job, Brother Andrew. What about the kids all together? Can you say it? 1, 2, 3.
Lakas ng loob.
Yes, okay. You should have that. Malakas ang loob. Sinong takot tumawid? Like crossing the street. Who's afraid to cross the street? Using the pedestrian. Okay, you have to. So, I know you're still young, but those who can cross the street, you have to, yeah. Those who can do it, you always just look at the light, the traffic lights. Okay, and there's a pedestrian, always cross the street using the pedestrian. Okay, do not run. Do not run just crossing the street without the pedestrian. Okay, it's no good. All right. What else? It's already 10:56. Let's have activities. Letter F. Let's have fun. Brother Angel.
Well, let's a country beginning with F. So Sister 1010 and Sister Victoria, what's a country beginning with F next to you?
Finland.
Very good. And what's a country that has the Eiffel Tower? Go ahead.
Brother, did you call somebody, Brother Andrew?
So I think Team Sweden has the answer to that with the Eiffel Tower.
Okay. What's the answer?
France.
Very good. Now I'm thinking of a city in Germany that begins with F. Anybody have an idea what I'm talking about?
Yes, Brother David.
Is it Frankfurt? Oh.
Frankfurt. Very good. Very good knowledge of Germany. Now, what about an animal that begins with F? Go ahead.
Fish pot.
Good job.
And Kuyatek says fox.
Okay.
Now, what about a fruit that begins with F? If you can't remember what we had last week.
Brother David.
Fig pot.
Fig, yes. Figs are yummy. I call them dessert fruit. Okay. Does anybody have a vegetable that begins with F?
No? Anybody? No? What's the next letter? Yes.
Oh, Kuyatek says fetche.
Fetch.
Or
There's no
fetchai?
F. Yes, there's no F in the Filipino alphabet.
Oh, so it's etche?
It's P. Kuya Tex is just being funny. Okay, fetchai. Yes, Brother Sander.
Fennel.
Fennel, that's right. Very good.
Okay. All right, 10:58. One more.
Let's go back to any place in the world beginning with an F, other than what we've said so far.
Brother Sander?
Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel, that's true. There are Ferris wheels in many places in the world, and that begins with an F.
Yes. Anybody else? All right, it's 10:58. All right, let me call Sister Alicia. She has some announcement to give us their activities there in their district. She would like to invite us. Yes, Sister Alicia.
So for current activities, we are going to have a district unity games fought in the District of Western Australia on September 28, 29. On September 28, we will be holding our Unity Games in Hartfield Recreation Center at 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And on September 29, we will be holding it at Mike Barnett Sports Complex at 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Thank you po, Sister Alicia. And that is in the district of, what is it again? Perth, Australia? Yes, it's in Australia. Okay. So we're all invited, brethren. So, okay, it's 10:59 na po. So let's have a greetings from Sister Andrea and our extra from Sister Jillian. Thank you everyone for joining us. Kuya Tek, thank you po.
Before we end this broadcast, we would like to express our special thanks to our executive producer, Brother Manuel Andaya. Hello po, and thank you for overseeing our show. To Brother Edwin Asabuque, our supervising producer, thank you po. To Brother Angelo Oranyo Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister, thank you po. To our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, thank you very much for allowing us to have this INCRadio Little Lambs. We love you po. We promise to always be united with you by being active in many church activities and always obedient to God's commandments.
To all our listeners, thank you for tuning in. If you really enjoyed our show, don't forget to click like and share. And if you haven't subscribed yet to INCRadio, click the subscribe button below. See you next Saturday, and let's find out what happened next to our Bible characters. Stay tuned for That's in the Bible.
Oh, it should be next is New Jersey po. Thank you po.